All right, so what is up, laddies and lassies? Just going through and trying to break down some of all of my tech junk that I've accumulated over time. I basically said, I was thinking through my head, if it doesn't need to go to the shop and it doesn't need to stay here, then it's probably junk and it needs to be thrown away. So I got me a tub right here, and we're gonna start filling it up and going through all this stuff that you end up accumulating over time. And you know what I'm talking about. If you're into tech at all, you just accumulate all this stuff because you're like, oh, I could use that for this, or oh, I could use that for that, and it just never ends. So I'm probably gonna set the phone up, and I guess it'll be like a little bit of fast forward unless I find something like really cool. I don't know, we'll see. Lighting in here is horrible. All right, so I went through the first box and I did not realize how long that box has been put together. So if we look right here, this is a cardboard box full of 80 and 160 gig blank hard drives. Back when I was using those, which that's been years. I don't know if they're bad. I guess I could take them up there and they're not really good for much of anything. Probably just throw them up there for a couple bucks, maybe on maybe a little discount shelf or whatever. Somebody might find a use for them. Have a crappy old monitor right there. Have that up there for a couple bucks. Might just have like a little clearance section if people want to, because some people might have a use for it. So no need in absolutely throwing it away. Had a keyboard, bunch of 3.5 inch drive diskettes, like boxes of them. And then I had a USB floppy drive adapter. I kept that on hand because I used to do a lot of like repairs and stuff for people, and people would always have like, oh man, I need this, and can you copy it and put it on another drive, that kind of thing. And I'd always be like, you need to get that off of a floppy drive, but I don't think I'm gonna run into that as much anymore. Some random like mini DVI cables. Check this bad boy out. This is a Essence STX Asus high fidelity audio card with headphone amp. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. So that box really had a bunch of junk in it. It also had these removable mobile racks, and it says interface with up to 10,000 RPM Raptor drives. That was back when Raptor drives were cool. So this is like pre SSD stuff. Yeah, these are all IDE. I really don't even know if they have any value. I will throw them in there, and I'll have like basically, I think like a clearance shelf or a clearance rack where stuff will be marked down in the single dollar range, just because you never know, somebody out there might want it and might get them to come by the shop just to hang out, and might pick up some old tech. There was a couple other things that were like broken and missing parts, so just gonna let that ship sail. I have another bag full of stuff, so I'm gonna go grab that now and we'll be right back. There we go. All right, we're gonna try a little bit different format for this one. We got our tub right here. We have our bag of hopefully no animals. By the way, we haven't even got into like my mining room or mining stuff. This is all like pre-mining, back when I was just like working on computers. I said cars, but yeah, so like I've saved all of this over the years, and I definitely need to just get rid of it. But anyway, looks like we have some just SATA cables, some thermal paste, some screws. I used to keep a lot of stuff in Tupperware because I thought I was being, organized and stuff. We'll go ahead and we'll bring that. You can never have enough SATA cables. even though you end up with tons of them. All right, in this one we have, oh yeah, so they discontinued these a long time ago. Back when I first got into mining, somebody sent me these prototypes, and these are 16 PCI 16 to 8 times splitters. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they actually work, but they don't work on the full 8. They only work on about 6. You put them up to 8, that PLX chip gets hot right there. So my theory was you could put a little, you know, heat sink on it, put a little air on it, and it'd be good. But the company never, that was during like 2017, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that company went under. These are basically no longer possible to get your hands on. Here's another more common style of like PCI Express splitter. It looks like these were a bunch of just like weird PCI Express adapters in here that I kept for who knows what reason. Yeah, like M.2 to PCI Express 4 times, but or one is that 1 times? No, that's 4 times. So yeah, might as well we'll keep that all together. And we will definitely be offering and have a mining section for mining hardware in the store. So if you do need or want any mining stuff, it'll be in there. One of the many Asus keyboards that I got in Asus graphics card bundles. That can go in there. Oh, what do we have here? It's a VisionTek 9250, 128 megabyte. It's regular PCI, so this is not PCI Express. It's an old boy right there. Looks to be in decent shape. We'll set that to the side. We'll try to find something to put that in. Box full of like SATA to Molex adapters. Sure. Look at that Tupperware bin full of nothing. Yeah. Looks like some HDMI, and then there's one of those cables. I think that was like for the Galaxy Notes for a while back. It was like or was that for the Notes? I'm not sure. Yeah. That was for the Galaxy Notes. I had that weird plug-in on it. So cables, we'll set those to the side, find a spot for them. Oh, some USB hard drives. These are they don't say. Huh. Well, that's convenient for locating the size. I don't know. We'll set these to the side as well. Looks like there's 2 of them. Yeah, neither of them have a size listed on them. Another little graphics card. This looks to be older. Zotac GTX 750, 1 gigabyte. Not a bad little card. These are nice because they don't require external power. Obviously, there's better options today, but back in the day when you're building budget systems, GTX 750s, and I believe even 950s, awesome for throwing in a computer with a weak power supply. Oh, look at that. I bought a wall tap adapter splitter thing, house fire adapter. Never used it. Another keyboard. Uh-oh, I got a bunch of, looks like drills and drill bits and random hardware. I'm gonna keep that in my garage. Dusty. USB cables and PCI Express adapters. No way. Oh, this is a USB Nintendo 64 controller. If you're into emulators, these are awesome. So that's pretty cool. Might bring that to the shop too. Definitely bringing that to the shop. All right, so I'm gonna slam these graphics cards in this Tupperware container that's empty, because I'm sure I'll run across some more graphics cards. And that was like, these are definitely you can't make any money on those mining. And that bag is empty. Got some koozies. Oh, and I had some more stuff over here. That's mainly just like power strips and power adapters. Ugh. So, right there, power strips, power adapters. That's all I had right here in my new house. But I have to go by I have a storage place. I gotta go get my stuff out of that. I know I have a few bins over there. And then I do have to clean out my mining shed. That's where a majority of the stuff is, down at my dad's shop. So that's gonna be a pretty decent undertaking, but I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. I said I would show you all the behind the scenes. So if you see anything that's cool, let me know. But yeah, I'm really, really psyched, really pumped, looking forward to it. If you watched the last video, I went through and walked through everything, talked to the landowner. I just got back to her. I'm actually going in the morning tomorrow, and we're signing the lease. Went ahead and did the verbal agreement, which I know means nothing until I actually sign, but went ahead and pulled the money out. She doesn't take a card for the rent. It's either cash or check, so a little old school, but nothing wrong with that. Might make it easier just to get up and going. Already had a couple people ask me, like, when's it officially opening? I'll let you guys know when I do a soft opening and what my guaranteed or, like, you know, reliable, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My guaranteed hours are, like the days I'm definitely going to be there and what times and that kind of thing. So you're welcome to come by, but I just haven't figured it out yet. So I know it's going to be a few days out of the week. And then we'll have a grand opening, and I want to do some giveaways and stuff like that, but we're not even anywhere close to that. I have an appointment lined up tomorrow after we get the keys to the place, and I'm allowed to start moving stuff in. I found some display cabinets, so probably just gonna I'm looking for one long one, and then I'm gonna put a table or like a tool bench behind that for working on stuff. Probably gonna need some shelving. We'll figure that out as we go, but yeah. So I'm actually gonna jump on the computer to see if I can't find any decent shelving. So the video is pretty much over, but you can stay tuned and see what we got going on. I apologize about this horrible lighting, by the way.